Hello, Tapioca Hearts here, signing in. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Oh my goodness, it has been a minute, hasn't it? I've been very excited to get back into this game. Last time, Harry Dubois, our good old protagonist, had a discussion with, oh goodness, what was his name? Everard, I believe his name was. And kind of struck a deal with him to work with him for the time being in order to get Harry's weapon back. I don't know how strict YouTube is with the whole mentioning certain words thing, especially early in the video. But yeah. Harry struck a deal with Everard to get that back in order to protect people from using it because it's dangerous. And beyond that, I finally learned how the internalization feature works, and I've been putting that to good use. And I explored the docks a little bit more before coming back to the Whirlings in Rags because there's a lot I can do in this particular area. I can check out the chef of the Whirling in Rags. I can talk to Garte more. I can investigate the Union boss, I believe, who's currently inside the Whirling in Rags, or at least meet some Union workers. And I can reinvestigate the body, all of which is important. And in fact, if I check my journal real quick, you can see, and open an apartment door that's behind the greenhouse. Yeah, there's a lot that I can do. The special borscht, there's a lot that I can do at the current moment. And I'm going to try to get a lot of it done. How's the internalization going? Yeah, that's 3 hours and 44 minutes remaining. That's going along swimmingly. So I think the first thing I'm going to do actually is check out that apartment door that's behind Whirling in Rags and also re-examine the body. Oh, I can run by holding shift. That's how I run when using WASD. That makes sense. And to run otherwise, I just double click. Okay, so there's the body. Which we actually found its clothes in one of the more recent episodes. I don't remember which. There's Kuno. I don't remember which one exactly it was, but either way, I'm going to first examine the body and see if I can pass this white check. Now that I can redo it. Yeah, now it's higher.
Eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Oh, that's so disgusting. It's better than listening to the sounds of vomit, though. Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes.
Yeah, we are far past any amount of fresh corpse, I guess you could call it. Step closer, big man.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots.
Okay, that's good
His
at
skin
least.
is greenish, marbled with
He's not wearing his
veins
birthday best.
and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
An industrial... So it was definitely the dock workers then, using an industrial cargo belt to do that. Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world.
Give him a good old
Protruding
stink eye
constantly
right in the
from their
face.
sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
Ew.
Dark brown hair
Like
grows
old
on his
lizard
head.
brain?
His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The Death's Head grin
Death's
has
Head
passed.
grin.
What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Inland Empire. Oh, what is this going to do? Because apparently Inland Empire is another, like, supernatural check, kind of. It's like, Harry's, oh, what would I even call it? Like his internal world and like how he calculates information. It's like his mind palace. If you've ever like watched BBC Sherlock and he goes into his mind palace, I guess that's what Inland Empire is. Tell me, who are you, dead man? Pass. Oh, that's right. The Hanged Man Arcana. I'm gone. I hate you. You stink and you're boring. No, we're not gonna say that. I can see you're gone. But who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
I mean, I don't think that's I don't think. Yeah, there's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
I disagree, but regardless, who were you when you were alive? Oh my goodness, excuse me. Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A
Oh.
motherfucker. And a killer.
Oh yeah, the motherfucker. All right, terrible singing aside. I have another question. I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Cobbo.
What the heck does that mean? Where have you gone? That's an interesting question. Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Into the wild yonder.
In the past. Way out
Excuse
in
me?
the west.
Way out west. Are you going so far west that you've gone east? Like, are you in, like, Nirvana? Or maybe Valhalla? I don't know. I guess if you're a motherfucker, then you wouldn't be in Valhalla. Or Nirvana. Never mind. Ignore me. What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your...
Excuse me? Yeah, I guess I didn't really process that until just now. We are talking very much so with a corpse. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's one of the most interesting things about this game to me, though. Especially because he got interrupted. Like he's not allowed to say what exactly is going on. Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
Imagination.
Imagination.
Go ahead. Ask
I do
me
love
more
questions.
You fucking love questions.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a
copperoonie.
copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions. I want fucking all of them. Yeah.
Rooney. This is getting uppy now.
It's a comical amount. Oh my fucking goodness. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible? Something imperative to the case.
Because you have.
Checks out. Who killed you exactly? I need name, information.
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
Oh goodness. That seems similar to what's going on with Disco Boy. I feel like his ex-wife maybe is really troubling him and is maybe him messing up in that relationship and breaking it apart is causing a lot of these harmful thoughts and depressive episodes that he's been experiencing, or at least contributing to them. And I guess it's the same for the hanged man over here. Is my name Rooney then? Buddy, you know your name's Harry Dubois.
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Yeah, acknowledge it. Rooney is not who I am. I'm Harry.
No, you're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney the motherfucker.
Fantastic. Oh boy. His full name is Haruni. Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here.
It's his
Why are you
job. He
investigating
takes
my
on every
murder?
case he can. I don't understand like the deeper meaning to it. I don't understand why this is the case that broke him. If it is the case that broke him, maybe it was the case before this one. Because he told me to. Maybe this will lead to something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous. Gained experience for that answer. The clown lips on the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you slowly.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
That's... I'm not sure how I feel about that. I do know, thanks to my loyal commenters, that Shivers is like representative of the city of Revachol itself, which I find interesting. So, like, is there something or someone on the way to this crime scene that can help out? That will help solve the case? That will help Harry? I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
Myself?
A child born with Moller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
Oh, wait, what? A blobfish? A baby affected with harlequinism.
You sure wriggled out of that one? Bellini.
Okay, not sure what that was meant to lead to. I still don't understand the leg situation. He looks like he's wearing like knee pads or something. Enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
What the dialogue... Okay, hold on a second. What the voice actor just said and what the dialogue here says are completely different. The dialogue says, you can come back and look into this face anytime you want. Humor yourself with my harlequin features. Ask me your little questions, freshen your memory. Create associations, remind yourself of your mortality, Copolopo. Weird. Inspect the boots?
The material appears to be ceramic.
Ceramic?
Its clean white
Boots?
stands
Those
in
will
stark
break.
contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
Weird. Yeah, they kind of like... they look so
Delicate
weird.
and fragile. They feel alien to the world
Yeah.
around you. Out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots.
Okay,
They're
that's what's
armor,
going on here, but
possibly part
why?
of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they? They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Like the band? What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the
Ceramic
make would
wouldn't
be.
make good armor, though, would it? It's like so fragile.
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Okay, well, yeah, what happened to the rest of it? Because it wasn't in the trash, so who knows where it ended up. What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days.
Fair enough.
We should keep a lookout for these species.
Oh boy.
The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Oh no, don't say ask Kuno more stuff. I don't want to ask Kuno more stuff. He's just a recurring character at this point. He's not a one-time thing. Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor.
No, I think he had something precious
More
underneath the
experience.
clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Maybe the tattoos have some kind of meaning that people would need to look at? What if they told him to strip before they hung him, to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Okay.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Shut up, kid! Oh my god!
Clearly, Kuno would like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on to.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound
Bell?
fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
Let's get the fucking pry bar into the action,
The metal
please.
connects with the same ding.
That was
The
satisfying.
sound does not appear to get louder.
Did you hear that? A click?
Yes, like dice rolling.
This is a kinetic
That's topical
redistributor.
in this
It
game.
spreads the incoming energy horizontally, from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there's a click. That's the sound you heard. See these lines?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether.
Goodness gracious.
Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of? I'm thinking of something, but I can't. It's right on the tip of my brain, but I can't quite scratch it.
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their
That
cross-sections
is not
would
what it
look like.
reminds me of. Run your finger over the
The
lines.
smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections.
Yeah,
peeking
this is
on the
highly
right
advanced
sabotage.
armor, if that's the
We
case.
notice.
Oh, that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of. Okay, I don't know how many of y'all have read the Stormlight Archives, but by Brandon Sanderson, but it reminds me of the shard plate in that series because it's like interlocking armor that has no like seams or cracks in between the plates. It's all like linked together so naturally.
The whorls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. E50,
Oh?
100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
E50, 100, 1000.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Got it. I'm gonna pull the boot off now. I'm curious about the boots.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
I'm gonna heal myself up to full health. Grab the boot under your arm.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from
Oh
above.
boy. Okay. Maybe not the best idea I've ever had in my life.
Stop!
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Oh god, kids. Can I save right? I can save right. I can't save right now. Shit. Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, Homo!
Don't. Oh my god, these kids. Don't call me that. I mean, it's not a slur, but like, I know what she's thinking when she says it. Whatever. I'm gonna pull his head off, right?
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. So please, don't.
Yeah, not the best idea.
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
Probably should stop then.
What are you
Disco
trying to
man.
achieve anyway? Why are you hanging
Disco
on to
Dubois.
that boat?
That's my new name for him. Disco Dubois. Look, the flashlights. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh my goodness, I'm broken. All right, Disco Dubois. These boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot.
How many clues do you need? You already found a number. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
I don't know. Maybe boots are the least valuable part.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Refuse for honor. Or sounds like a plan.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers.
Yes.
Feels nice.
It does feel nice and cracky. Okay, got it.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Yeah. How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions.
So I guess the dock workers got mad because of this specific maybe not because of this specific security guard. The security guard. But they decided to punish this one in particular and to him in order to send a message, prove a point. These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Back off and look at the corpse.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Let's look at the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Interesting.
His corpse is marked by stars.
I mean, awesome aesthetically. What will mine be marked by? Discos?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Not nearly as superstar-like of you, Disco Dubois, but more accurate, definitely. Is this a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
Maybe it's some occult kind of thing? Or some kind of witchcraft going on here? There's clearly occult stuff and religious zealots, so to speak, based on what's going on in the bookshop.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
What did you just do? A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. Okay, that's what he was up
He
to.
takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds
How
like
did you
a sword
just pronounce
being
aluminum?
unsheathed. A small
Aluminium?
lens appears. Some sort of
Sword?
camera.
Oh, okay. A lens, a camera. Got that. What is that
That you get
exactly?
sunshine. Mini.
Sure. Do your thing.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Are we about to pull out like a projector, like hologram, like Star Wars style?
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
That's what I'm saying, girl. Finally, we're on the same page.
An instant color camera.
He produces 2 metal-capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then...
A sound, a shrill flash, followed
Ow.
by the
Sorry
breaking
for
of a
anyone who
small
just got
ampoule of
flashbanged by
glass.
that. I know I
You
did.
see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool. Cool machine. The lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. I think it's fairly obvious what we might need the photo for. Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
It is.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Maybe it's like a Yakuza type thing where like these tattoos like are emblematic of his status or like his role maybe or like the group he's a part of. Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
I have something I need to know, corpse man.
Of course. You have questions, don't you? The power of your imagination is at your service.
Isn't this the same voice from like the very beginning of the game? Unless this has been the narrator this whole time and I'm just stupid. But I feel like it's specifically the voice from the very beginning of the game, the old reptile brain that like was talking about the meat thing. No, I think it was a different voice that was talking about the meat thing. But this voice, I feel like, was very specifically used at the very beginning of the game. And I don't know if that's just reusing voice actors or if I'm supposed to be paying attention to it. But I'm getting weird vibes. Anyways, enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse
Inspect
yourself.
the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Mm-hmm.
This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing.
Yeah, this
belt,
is a like
big brother
a
of the
strong
regular
ass
cargo belt.
material.
It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
This thing could hold like a shipping container in the air. Well, maybe not something as big as a shipping container, but it could hold a lot of weight, like with absolutely no strain at all. You know what I'm saying. Don't ask me how I know. This is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
That's what, like, my impression was. Like, I know I just said, like, it could hold containers in the air. But it's also used to, like, hold containers to a trailer so that it doesn't slip off. Apparently, this is the reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor.
Oh, I
uses
should have
6
picked. I
rotors
don't
to
even know what
shuffle
an airship
containers
is.
around.
That would have been fun.
I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it. I feel like that's fairly obvious at this point. Unless it was, again, a self-inflicted act of sorts.
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life. Certainly not a briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
Okay, Kim. They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
I mean, don't I have, what's it called? Don't I have wire cutters? I could very easily, or like chain cutters, I think they are. I could very easily get him down with those. In fact, I should equip those. Can I do that right now? No, I can't open my inventory. Damn it. How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Yeah. I'd imagine it wasn't too difficult. They probably just incapacitated him and then heaved him up there. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? I don't think so. Not even Kuno wants to use that thing.
That ladder can't carry a grown man.
Yeah.
I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
He makes a pulling motion.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
Back off and look at the corpse.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem.
Pink
you can
blood.
use it to see if the corpse
What
has
is
been
this,
tampered with.
Danganronpa?
Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
So this would lend itself to the fact that his body has not been tampered with, because that seems fairly standard. His face and hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So
that's
what do
so
you think?
gross. I think he's dead. Okay. I mean, saying he was upright wouldn't mean anything because he's upright right now. That's not saying anything. That's not an observation. It didn't mention anything about bruises. I think he's dead.
I agree.
His personality
At least Kim is
no
humoring
longer
me.
a part of the world.
Totally dead.
Mm-hmm. The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago.
That sounds about right, yes.
Yeah, he nods in agreement with this advanced piece of conceptualization. Something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
What are we talking about? Like, oh, what was that accent? That wasn't Finnish. I believe Kuno's Finnish.
Talking about shit.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Do I say that? Oh my goodness. I go for it, King.
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds like seagulls.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Her voice is shrill like a fucking seagull.
Big said he's a.
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
He's allowed to be made of stone, okay? You know what? That's just Disco Dubois' way of being proud of himself, okay? The option was too outlandish for me not to pick it. I had to. It's good that at least they censor it and like don't actually say the word. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Could it still be he was moved? I don't think so. But that's gonna bug me if I don't pick it.
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem.
Oh,
Maybe even all of them.
interesting.
The
Oh, I
delinquents
guess.
have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Yeah, I guess Kuno throwing rocks at him 24/7 isn't exactly going to help that situation at all.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
What does that mean?
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Back off and catch your
But
breath.
there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
He stops to think, then checks his notes. Yeah, we've been thorough.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge.
Task complete.
I brought chain
New
cutters,
skill point.
but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
Gained 70 experience. Yeah, new skill point. Task complete. Inspect body.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
We can do it, Kim. Don't even worry about it.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Could we not just, like, use the chain cutters? Would those not work against something like that? Okay. As much as I would... hold on. Back out, Disco Boy. Can I not back out from here? Okay, never mind. I guess I'm continuing them. I was gonna do an outro, but I can't exit out of this, and I'm not gonna like do a hard cut in the next one. So, maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
Oh my fucking god!
How?
Just stone cold. The lieutenant remains unaffected. Oh.
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim.
Point to it. There. The buckle holds the belts together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, but if that part's metal, the bullet could also ricochet and cause some unintended harm.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss, Kuno.
You can shoot more than once. Oh boy. Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
I don't know. This is where the buckle is, and his head's way down here. I don't think you could realistically, like, even if you miss, I don't think that's a realistic place to land.
Take it. Take the shot.
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket
Wasn't it already unzipped?
and produces a lightweight
Oh
firearm.
boy, we're
He
actually
drops
doing
the
this.
paper
We're actually
cartridge
doing
in the barrel,
this.
separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
Oh boy, okay, this is what we're doing. I picked this option as a joke because it was like the funniest one available to me. Probably not the one I should have actually picked, but we're rolling with it. Let's do
That's
it.
a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world.
Corporate, easy, accessible. Good for
He then
Kim.
steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Oh boy. No, we're rolling with it all the way. Shoot that motherfucker down.
He's gonna fucking miss.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
Oh my goodness, I can't believe he went through with
God
that.
damn it.
He missed.
Fucking idiot. Mookabat asshole.
I'm not going to look that up, and I don't suggest you do either.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Clad.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
Try again, maybe.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised.
He looks around at the windows overlooking the yard.
Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
Yeah, that was honestly a terrible decision, but we made it. We're here. What now? I'm not gonna say this. That's rude. What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
I'm out of ideas. Let's have another look at him. Hopefully I can get back to that tree of dialogue and like options. But for now, leave. Okay. I just talked I just investigated a body for like the entire episode. And I'm probably going to continue to do so at least a little bit next time in Disco Elysium. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very glad to be back into this game. See you later.